Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Messy Magic. I'm your host, Dee Guy, and I've got a really quick one for you today. It's a practice that I became aware of, a couple of years ago maybe, and then was reminded of it recently on a podcast episode I was listening to. And this is for you if you find yourself wanting to enjoy the current moment more. If you have an inkling or a suspicion that you're stressing more than you need to, which I think could apply to any of us really. If you feel like you worry too much or you think about the past too much. And it's a really simple one, but that doesn't mean that it's easy. And the practice is to just simply notice where your mind is, particularly when you become aware that you're thinking about the future or pondering the past. Because as much as we would like to think that it can, our mind can't do two things at once. It can switch really, really quickly between two or more things, but it just cannot do two things at once. So if you're thinking about something in the future, for example, you're worrying about something, or even you're dreaming, or you're visualizing, whether intentionally or unintentionally, or you're stressing, or maybe you're ruminating over something that happened in the past, or you're going over something in your mind that you wish you had done differently or that someone else had done differently, and you notice that you're thinking about the past. If you're doing either of those things, then you're not in the present moment. And I'm realizing more and more, I think as I get older, that the more we live in the present moment, the more joy there is, the more peace there is, calm, happiness, gratitude. Everything is in the current moment. Even if what's happening right now is not the best moment of your life, it is where life is happening. And there's so much to be enjoyed in the present moment when you're not too busy being stuck in your head in the future or in the past. So I feel like that's a bit of a convoluted message, but I hope some of it lands. And basically the practice is to notice, when am I thinking about the future or about the past? And where could I bring myself back to be in the present moment? And it's a moment-to-moment practice. I mean, it's a kind of meditation, really. It's about noticing, becoming aware, acknowledging, and then bringing your awareness back to the present moment. What can I see around me? What can I hear? What am I feeling? What am I smelling, tasting? What am I experiencing in this present moment? Because that's where life is. And that's something that I'm trying to practice more of as well, because I live in my head a lot, as I know a lot of people do. I worry about the future. I dream about the future. I make plans and goals. But I also think about the past and what's happened before and, whether it will happen again or whether I could have done something differently. And truthfully, when I'm noticing that I'm doing those things and bringing myself back into the present moment, it's really powerful. And yeah, as simple as it might sound, it's actually really profound. So if it's something that you haven't tried before, I really encourage you to give it a go. And it doesn't have to be complicated in any sense of the word. You don't even have to sit still. You could be driving. You could be getting your kid's lunchbox ready. You could be, you could be doing anything and realizing that you're thinking about the future or the past. Excuse those dings in the background. That's me getting messages on my computer. And as we know, this podcast is all about the messiness of life and the magic of life. And I try not to edit these episodes too much because I want it to be my real life. So there you go. So I hope this is a little bit helpful. I hope it's something that you could maybe try today and just see how it affects you, see if it helps, and see if it's a practice that you might grow into. So I'm wishing you a beautiful week ahead, and I'm also sending you a magical day. I'll talk to you soon.